Pay attention to what's happening with the 9510 coming out of Monmouth County. Pay attention to the report that's going to be issued by Judge Lisa and ultimately go to the Supreme Court dealing with the admissibility of drug recognition evaluators. All right. Keep that in mind. And the other case involving Zingis, we just have to see how Judge Fall deals with this discrete legal issue and whether or not the obligation is going to be on the prosecutors to cull the information from a reliable list of Cassidy candidates, for want of a better term, or not. So these are three cases. We're still in the middle of them. We'll just have to see how they come out. Any last words from you, Joe, about this past year and what's coming for the future?
Any last words? It sounds like I'm, terminal in a hospital bed.
We have to get the nurse phlebotomist in to take your blood pressure.
What the most important thing that's going to happen during the next year, I would think, and I look forward to John's opinion, is the 9510. Is that are we going to have a hearing on that? I can't believe we don't. As far as I understand, the state claims 5 years ago it was already approved as a lawful device to be utilized in the state of New Jersey.
Joe, they have this in the New Jersey Administrative Code where they've approved the breathalyzer 900A. Well, that's its own story. They've approved the Alcatest 7110 and the Alcatest 9510. But just because they have it in the New Jersey Administrative Code doesn't necessarily render it a scientifically reliable evidence. So using the Daubert standard, we'll find that out at some point. But I think it might be years before we get to the end of that process, don't you?
Oh, listen, and the longer you can draw it out, the less interested the prosecutor is. Witnesses, police officers retire, others move out of state, whatever it may be. Sure, the longer it goes on, and the new prosecutor, this could be the third successive prosecutor to the one that originally had the case while the 9510 hearings are going on. And they may just say, look, will your guy take it reckless? Will your guy take it careless? We got to clean up this old stuff. And you got a chance of getting a good resolution for your client just on the length of the delay.
All right.
Yeah, and keep in mind, remember in Chun how they had that process where you could plead guilty, get a stay, pending the outcome of the case.
They're never going to do that again. That was a catastrophe.
I hope you're right, Bob. And to echo what Joe said, a lot of times, prosecutors, judges are asking defense attorneys, are you going to file a Frye-Daubert motion to challenge the admissibility of the 9510? My advice is don't do it. The state is the proponent of the evidence. You are not. You have no obligation to ask for a reliability hearing. In fact, you want to avoid it because what's going to happen as a special master is appointed and hearings start going on, it's going to drag on for years. And you want to be in a position to say, I'm ready for trial, speedy trial in a year, and keep beating the speedy trial drum. And like Joe says, maybe you get a reckless, maybe you get a dismissal, who knows?
Johnny, have you heard anything to the effect of Judge Newman, who's the presiding judge of municipal courts in Monmouth County, ordering a stay on the trial of these 9510 cases?
He's attempting to do that. And in fact, I was in court, Marlborough, one of his courts the other day, where I have a case that's going to work out for other reasons. And he was about to say that. I said, Judge, I don't want you to say what you're about to say. Let's put it on one more cycle and see what happens. Because I'm going to stand up there. What it is, I'm waiting for video. I want to see if my guy looks drunk or not.
All right.
A high reading case. We'll see where it goes.
Well, you're going to be very busy for the next year, being in the before these special masters and before the Supreme Court. I just hope none of your clients dies.